Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Okay, here we are with the final Women's National Championship. March Madness.
Yeah. South Carolina unbeaten in that.
Yep. Iowa. Caitlin Clark.
Yeah. Should be a good game, right?
Dominates. She's so good.
Yeah, she is, isn't she?
But you can't win the games on your own.
No.
So I don't know the result of this. I don't know who won.
I do. I was watching it because it was only on you early, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched like the first quarter, I think.
I was consumed with other sports yesterday, so I missed this. But let's get into it. South Carolina versus Iowa, 2024 Women's National Championship. Extended highlights.
South Carolina has not lost since falling to Iowa in the semifinals a year ago. Seeking redemption and a title today. Stolke and Cardoso to jump it up. And the 6'7" Cardoso whacks it over to Kids. South Carolina controls and the national championship is underway.
Iowa starting in man-to-man, and you saw on the jump circle the incredible size advantage Cardoso has.
Here's Kids, twisting, can't finish, and Martin the rebound for Iowa. Here is Clark, flicking it ahead. Stolke turns. Good movement here. Martin's three is good. A strong start for the Hawkeyes. Here.
Iowa can thrive in transition.
Quality's been napping it.
Clark's head always up. Outstanding with the get-ahead, the passing. 4 players touch it.
Sydney Falter has slid into the starting lineup for the injured Molly Davis. Done a wonderful job. There's Kate Martin driving it. Will take and pop it in.
What a bounce.
Cardoso can't flip it in. Trying to get to it. Loose ball. Iowa has it. 3-on-2 developing. A Falter looking to take it inside.
Nice.
Does. What a start for the Hawkeyes. Here's a Falter. We're going to drive it again. Needs help this time. Swings it out. Clark open three. Good.
Contest, but we've seen Caitlin Clark time and again.
Just nails it every time, doesn't she?
Hook from Iowa to begin the national championship game. Cardoso finally gets South Carolina on the board.
Look to Cardoso. She's been getting triple teams. She's a good passer, can find easier looks from her perimeter players.
Pow's three is good. Tahina Pow, top 3 in the nation in three-point shooting percentage. Here's Clark, wheeling, taking, and banking it home.
So I was looking at prices for tickets for different sporting events. I don't know why I'm a member of this website, and it tells you different prices for different events coming up in it has music, sport, and comedy. So I think I was scrolling through and seeing what was on offer around the world. The prices for this was ridiculous.
Where was it?
It was higher than the men's. Can't remember where it was. I'll tell you on the side.
Higher than the men's?
Yeah, it was more expensive to go and watch this than it was the men's.
Really?
Yeah. I think the price I saw for a ticket was like 16 grand.
For this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a normal seat.
It was normal seats, yeah.
Nah, I don't believe that.
Let us know in the comments. I've seen it just 2 days ago.
I do not believe that one bit.
Have a look.
Deep drop coverage. The mid-range pull-ups are going to be there for South Carolina guards.
They dump it in. Cardoso underneath, lays it home. She was an unstoppable force last season against Iowa, but was coming off the bench. Clark, from the future.
From the future.
Firing away from deep. Yes, you have to guard her even out. Pow. No. Cardoso. Hits, gets it up and in. South Carolina relentless on the offensive glass. Cole Wiley in off the bench for South Carolina as well. She is a game changer.
Iowa in a zone out of bounds for South Carolina.
Cole Wiley, nice dish, and Fagan lays it in. Raven Johnson, who's done such a wonderful job running the point this season. Cole Wiley spins, can't finish. Rebound Fagan. Fagan nearly loses it, shovels it. Cole Wiley banks it in. More second chance points for South Carolina. Brenda Pantoja drove the silly, and Angelica Suffern are officials today. Cole Wiley dips inside.
She's a basketball there, isn't it?
I know.
Last year, which Iowa won.
The best,
Carolina was
aren't
a
they?
plus
Yeah.
21 on the offensive.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh,
great ball.
Iowa ball. And first turnover of the game. For Wiley, a three. It is good. The freshman is unfazed by the stage.
Asia Wiley has shown what she can do. We've seen the dribble penetration inside Clark's hands.
Marshall fakes the three, will drive it. Feuerbach will do the same. Feuerbach dives inside and gets swallowed up by Cardoso. Well, Wiley will get a breather. So will Raven Johnson after she did such a nice job face guarding Clark over the last few possessions. Tessa Johnson, another freshman, floats it in, and it's a 2-point game.
Lee Hall now with the defensive assignment again on Clark. Look at her hand right in Clark's face.
Clark looking to separate from Hall. Clark, the drive, able to finish it.
I thought he was going to pass it off there.
Second difference game in shot clock. Here's Clark. Will Iowa wind it down?
Oh, no way.
Oh, man.
What?
Her final college game. You think she's ready for the moment? 18 in the first. Their only loss last year in the semifinals to Iowa. Here's Johnson. Johnson's mid-range is good. Tessa Johnson, a fearless freshman, delivering off the bench for South Carolina.
She has been the best South Carolina guard in terms of consistently hitting those mid-range in the tournament.
Here's Clark bouncing. Martin cutting. Tried to force it into traffic, could not, and now South Carolina with numbers. Johnson bodies in and finishes. A strong start to the second for the game.
South Carolina just look a little bit stronger, don't they?
Yeah,
I know they're behind here, but they
look
a bit more technically capable.
Yeah.
Tessa Johnson comes out to meet Clark. Clark evades, bounces. O'Grady gets denied by Cardoso.
Don Stelios called Camila Cardoso to separate.
That was a weak layup, to be fair.
Cardoso working O'Grady. Cardoso.
No, in the foul.
Banks it in.
Change things both on the defensive and offensive ends. Block shot one way.
And she has done the best job thus far on Clark. Here's Clark. Clark into the paint. Gets blocked. A falter open. Knocks down the three.
Caitlin Clark has been looking to get inside and penetrate. And here, nice block by Johnson. We've seen this a lot. Caitlin Clark.
With coverage beginning at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific on TBS. For more information, go to NCAA.com. Cardoso misses both, but Fagan there for the finish. Marshall looked like she got pushed. No call. Martin takes the pass. Now dishes. A falter. Will drive it. Good look.
Nice.
Lays it in. For Wiley in the corner. Unable to hit. Rebound. For Wiley.
How has she got that?
Can't finish. Cardoso can. Another offensive rebound. Starts the rebound. Iowa running. A falter. Unable to finish. Tessa Johnson, a good contest. Here's for Wiley, the hesitation, the attack, and the block. Fagan checks out. Watkins in for South Carolina. Here's Cardoso. Johnson's three is good. Tessa Johnson, no hesitation.
Is playing on the offensive end of the floor here. A little bit of space, arms not quite outreach.
South Carolina plus 10 on the glass. Watkins dumping it inside. Cardoso has given the Gamecocks their first lead of the afternoon.
And getting the scores offensively has allowed South Carolina to set easier defensively.
Here's a falter on the cut, and for Wiley, the rejection. Iowa got out to a 10-0 lead in the first. South Carolina has responded. A falter bounces. Stolke able to finish.
No way.
That's the foul. Can Iowa take advantage? Clark yet to score this quarter after 18 in the first. Finds Martin. Martin sandwiched between two. Able to flip it in.
Straight into Clark, aren't they? As soon as she gets the ball.
Bounces. Stolke gets denied by Fagan, who's able to keep it in bounds. Nice stop defensively by Sanaya Fagan. Full Wiley whips it out. Pow, pow. Yes.
Oh, nice.
1 point Iowa lead. Clark yet to score in the second. Will put up a three here. And hit.
There you go.
Championship game.
The space she creates.
Full Wiley dumps it in. Hits, dumps it down. Fagan has it stripped. Persistent. Big minutes off the bench for Sanaya. 44-all. What a first half. Clark looking to take Johnson. Clark into the paint. Waits. Gets denied. Goes back up. And a held ball. Iowa has the possession arrow. Clark will inbound. Under a minute to go. Into Stolke. Right back to Clark. Stolke bounces underneath. Martin able to finish. Nice play out of the inbound and the timeout. Final collegiate game. The player that Lisa Bluter calls the glue of this team. Wiley hopping through, setting up Fagan. Unable to finish, but another offensive rebound. Kitts squeezes it out to Wiley.
Shoot.
Three.
Oh, yeah, nice.
She is 3 for 3 from downtown.
Pow pow.
What a name! What a name that is, by the way. Shooting threes and you called Pow Pow.
Johnson picks the pocket of Clark. Raven Johnson lays it in.
An instance where Kit's arm length was just enough to get the board for her team.
And Hall was on Clark to begin the third with those 2 fouls as Kitts maneuvers inside. The Gamecocks try to become the first undefeated national champion since UConn in 2016. Kitts, nice start to the second half for South Carolina. Here's Pow, mid-range jumper, rolls in. How about the start for South Carolina?
Definitely in the lead now.
Pops in, bodies inside and finishes. Tough finish for Clark, who is looking for an and one. She has 23 points. Martin trying to get into the body of Cardoso and backs it out. To the corner, Marshall left alone.
Getting in on the action with an assist from Clark. Gabby Marshall steps in.
Here's Hall zigging inside. The pull-up is good. Strong take from Bree Hall. Here comes Clark. Clark finds the cutter.
Nice pass.
The video game vision of Caitlin Clark.
The video game vision.
And then here's that video game vision for you, Ryan Rucco. Stolke with the 2. You would expect her to have good legs and bounce and determination here.
Tessa Johnson in as well. Here is Clark. Clark into the paint, spinning and finishing.
Right.
It's a good game, this, isn't it?
Johnson, the freshman. Nice feed. Hall in the corner. Unable to hit. Watkins the board. There she is, Rebecca.
Gave Stolke 5 as a way to say it's okay, young player.
One of the things that Clark's teammates credited her with against UConn was her body language, not getting frustrated. How about Tessa Johnson? Off to Tessa Johnson. Hall lets it fly. You bet.
Down 10 point now.
10-point lead.
Bree Hall stepping into this 3. This is the biggest difference between South Carolina and...
They have been everywhere throughout this season. Martin gets denied by Watkins. Martin follows it up and gets fouled by Watkins. That will be number 3. Martin ends the 8-0 run. Cardoso back to work. Can't finish. Controlled by a falter. Here's Martin into the lane. Fading away. Can't drop it in. And the rebound for Wiley. Wiley flips it ahead. Johnson. Another.
That pass across. I know, yeah.
They are also incredibly loose, have not felt the weight of their undefeated season at all. There's a falter, bouncing in a crowd, right back to her. She lays it in. That's some good passing in tight spaces from Iowa. Key missed free throws from Stolke, who had been at about 72% over her last 8 games, but just 46% in her career. A falter falls. Johnson capitalizes. Depth of production from her throughout the tournament, but she's had key timely baskets throughout. Clark wanted a whistle, did not get it, does get the roll. Clark up to 27. Here's Wiley, barges in and finishes. And you can see a little shrug of the shoulders afterwards from Caitlin Clark. Wiley dumps it in. Kitts can't finish. Cardoso feels inevitable on the interior.
Staley holding her.
Just seen South Carolina seem a lot bigger, like taller.
Yeah, I think that's because they are.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure it just
I mean, across the board though, you don't have anyone to. No one can really match them.
They are a bigger team, stronger team.
Yeah.
Accountable has made her better for this moment.
And you talk about that conversation with the family, Holly, as Pitts on the offensive glass puts it home.
Ability that this South Carolina team has.
Clark didn't get much space there with Hall on her. Clark, the crossover, and the hit from three.
Down.
Wiley gets denied. Martin has it. Clark wants it. Clark races to Martin to grab it. She'll fire. In and out. Kept alive to Marshall. Her three is good. Game. Clark finds the cutter. Martin lays it in. 6-point game. Iowa has made a push after trailing by 14. Hall, mid-range, yes. A big one for Bree Hall, the vocal leader of this South Carolina squad. Squeezes it off of a leg. Marshall able to save it. And Iowa still has possession. A falter gets pushed. Banks it in. Plus the foul.
It's getting close again.
The line or touched the line. Saves it to a falter. And he just
Iowa still with one foul to give. Clark has it knocked away. Martin on the drive. O'Grady gets denied. Cardoso gobbles it up. Here's Johnson. Johnson, the pull-up. No. Rebound. Snare.
Rebounded everything, isn't she? Cardoso.
I know, yeah. You would expect someone that's 6'7" to be able to dunk, though, and we've not seen her dunk.
No.
You would have thought someone that tall would be able to.
With a touch of
And that's it.
redemption. Undefeated South Carolina
Undefeated.
has won its third national championship.
Surely that's like the best season that anyone's ever had.
They said UConn did it 2016.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, in
They
the women's as well?
Yeah. They said going back, looking to be the first team to go undefeated in championships since 2016 when UConn did it. I think that's what he said. But that's a good game, that, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It's got a bit...
There's some proper rising stars coming through, isn't they? In the women's basketball
yeah,
game.
it looks like it, doesn't it?
Some crackers there,
A few there that'll be top 10 picks in the WNBA.
Yeah. Some of them there, we just
Probably at least 3 or 4 from
great
both
talent.
teams.
But that's Caitlin Clark's like stands out big time, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's good, isn't she?
Yeah, nailing them
She's
threes.
just got the
way she does.
confidence now as well every game. You
Yeah,
would have loved to have seen her win the championship though, eh?
No, I think I'd prefer to see someone go unbeaten
Yeah.
because they're solid, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just proven they're the best.
The best,
They've only
yeah.
gone on to be the best. But there you go, South Carolina champions.
I know it was revenge, didn't they? Beat them last year, didn't they? Iowa beat South Carolina in the
Oh, is that
final.
what it was last year?
In the Final Four.
Yeah, the Final Four was it? Ah, okay. Yeah, brilliant. That enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.